MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cobras and the Greyhounds. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. J.C. Williams gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Stepping up to the plate, Mark Lacey, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2. Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box, Sean McKee. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Lacey rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
So stepping in, Greg English. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Striding in, Paul Taylor comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Stepping up now, Brad Benton. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Taylor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. Boudreaux is there. 2 down. Striding into the box, Michael Wright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. 2 out here and a runner at second. Mm, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Line drive base hit. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game.
The first baseman,
In now, Glenn Suarez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cobras are out in front, 3-0. Don the Man, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things you want to do as a pitcher is eliminate the free passes. Listen, base hits you're going to give up, but you can't walk as many as he did in his last start, and he's going to have to pitch much better if he expects a better result in this one.
Now at the plate, Richard Wise. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Richard
The pitch.
Wise.
High pop up. Taylor is there for it. 1 out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Jake Fish.
Now at the plate, Jake Fish. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
2-1.
2-1.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Jesse Nelson. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
In there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Set to get his day started, C.J. Dunn. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Will Linden is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Linden.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Don Dunham.
So striding forward now, Don the man, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
At the plate, Mark Lacy. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Wise is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Billy DuBose.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The second baseman, Dave Baggett.
Ready now, Dave Baggett. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. One out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Scott Ladner.
Stepping into the box, Scott Ladner, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. The pitch.
Too high. Ball.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Sean McKee.
McKee.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. McKee just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
The 3-1. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Second base, Greg English.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Greg English. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way.
No, inside. Nope.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Paul Taylor is on deck.
1 strike.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Now to the plate, Paul Taylor. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he needed some extra motivation to square one up and get out of this slump he's been in.
Pitch out, nothing doing.
Nope.
Ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Into the box now, Brad Benton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Fouled off into the seats behind first. Hit in the air to center field. Wise will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jody Boudreau, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. Here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Two and one. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat. Then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box now, Joey Barnhart. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
To the plate now, Will Linden. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Now in the box, Richard Wise. First delivery to him on the way. Now the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Michael Wright.
Michael Wright.
Here comes the first pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Settling in now, Glenn Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Push to the right side, and he can't get back in time, and he is out at first.
The left fielder, number 5, C.J. Dunn.
Into the box now, C.J. Dunn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and set to go as the third baseman, Jake Fish. Now the pitch. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
The 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesse Nelson.
Now batting, Jesse Nelson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but fouled.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pitch on the way. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And here's that one again with Show Track. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. Stepping in, Billy DuBose comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Don the Man. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2. And the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Mark Lacy is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Digging in once again, Sean McKee, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First things first, here's the throw over. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
I think he was going first pitch, first movement all the way, and apparently the pitcher knew it too, caught him leaning.
Now here's the pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Fish has got it, and the side is retired. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Dave Baggett.
Baggett.
First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Popped him up. Taylor has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
At the plate, Scott Ladner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here. Just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
At the plate now, Jody Boudreau. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
The 2-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Joey Barnhart, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Greg English.
Leading off for Mississippi, the second baseman, Greg English.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard towards center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So now to the plate, Paul Taylor, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. He waits. Now the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. English ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Stepping in now, Brad Benton, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. No hits to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
In now, Michael Wright, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Glenn Suarez, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Drilled to the left side. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 5, CJ
Clyde Hicks gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Now pitching, number 49.
C.J. Dunn will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Nope, inside ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-0. 2-1 the count. from the stretch.
Ball 3.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, the pitcher, John.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Don the Man. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hicks features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of bat on. He throws hard, and this slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he can throw this pitch 3-4 times in a row and still make hitters look bad.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Mississippi is out in front 5-0. Walt Skolrin is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He'll enter play here up near the 340 mark. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the move to bat for the pitcher pays off that time, and now it's back to the top of the order with nobody out.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Into the box now, Richard Wise, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. One 0 count. Here it is.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ballgame.
Now the 2-0.
3 balls, no strike.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0.
The count for 3-1.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Ready once again, Jake Fish. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Line drive, base hit to right.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
At the plate, Jesse Nelson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. count now, a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Bouncer up the middle, and this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
They've not hit all that hard, B-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
To the plate now, Billy DuBose, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. As a look, now the pitch.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Dave Baggett, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch of the at-bat. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
The 0-1 delivery. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate now, Scott Latner, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll get one back with the sac fly, as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
At the plate, Jody Boudreau has got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Here now the 2-2. Hard liner toward short. That's in there. Base hit. Nelson rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Now batting, catcher, Joey Barnhart.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Jeremy Kilpatrick trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. So now to the plate, Joey Barnhart, and he fouls this one off. Kilpatrick, a 32-year-old veteran, is currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1 and 2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 7th inning coming up. Mississippi is out in front here, 5-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jason Haig will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Nick Seymour will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. 7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Mark Lacey. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Hit hard towards center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Sean McKee. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Irving Pike is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 35, Irving Pike. The batter, number 2, second base.
Standing in now, Greg English, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, English is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
First and second here with nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Seymour is there, 1 away. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
You'll see it moving up the third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Now at the plate, Paul Taylor. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Ground ball foul down the left side. Now the 2-1. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
From the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Stepping in, Nick Seymour. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
The batter, the center fielder, Irving Pike.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. So coming to the plate, Irving Pike. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Gunter, originally from Mississippi. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. The 0-1 on its way. That's popped up. Lacy backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jake Fish.
Digging in to try it again, Jake Fish. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's out.
2 out, nobody on. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Hit to first. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mississippi leads this one 5-4. Lester Roper has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Brad Benton.
The catcher, Brad Benton.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. And now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Into the box, Michael Wright. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Around first, he's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
Standing in, Glenn Suarez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses inside. 1-0. A ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Now at the plate, C.J. Dunn. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Jacob Sellers will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. 2 out with a man at first. Nope. 3-0. Ross a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
This is line to left. Nelson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Mississippi is on top 6-4. Dean Buck is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder Jesse Nelson.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The Cobras are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
So striding in, Billy DuBose. He's set. Here it comes. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. 2 cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
1-1. Lifted in the air out to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Into the box now, Dave Baggett, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Baggett is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Scott Ladner. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. He's in at second safely, as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
David Harris will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Glenn Diaz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. is off there 1-0. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Ball 3. Joey Barnhart will be next. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dunn is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the catcher, Joey Barnhart.
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Digging in, Joey Barnhart. Here comes the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The set and the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Harris, a native of the state of Delaware. He was an 8th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 2-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Right fielder coming on, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Scooter Shannon will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at shortstop. Chris Birch will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mark Lacey. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Sean McKee.
At the plate, Sean McKee. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
This is popped up. Fish waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Greg English.
Ready for another chance, Greg English. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Birch A 6'4" right-hander. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he started to go around there, and it'll cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Fly ball out toward left center field. Nelson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ed Robinson enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Coming to the plate now, Nick Seymour.
Leading off for batting, the right fielder, Nick Seymour.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 1-0.
2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And that misses here. Ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Here's the first pitch. Irving Height is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
The 0-1. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Don't want to forget about it. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-strike offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dunn will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Third baseman, number 3, Jake Fish.
Digging in, Jake Fish has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Down the third baseline. Scooped up. There's one. Back to first, a double play. And we are heading to extra innings. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor.
The third baseman, Paul Taylor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The count now at 2-1. Now the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Brad Benton. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 4, Michael Wright.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Wright. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Into the wind, the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now back, the first baseman.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. At the plate, Glenn Suarez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. He's running. A pitch out. The throw. And boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Here's the 2-1. 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Edwin Miles will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. In now, Jesse Nelson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jesse Nelson.
First offering on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Hard hit at third. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Billy Dubo.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Billy DuBose. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent out to straightaway center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Dave Baggett.
Ready for another shot now, Dave Baggett. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Keith Wade takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Keith Wade.
So digging in now, C.J. Dunn. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
The left fielder, C.J. Dunn.
From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another one sent foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 0-2 once more. Hit Wheatley back to the mound. And that's out number 1.
The batter, the pitcher, Ken Robinson.
Jason McIntosh will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jason McIntosh.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
At the plate now, Mark Lacey. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. One 1-0. Here it is. That misses. 2-0.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Here's the 2-0.
Oh, that's up there.
Sean McKee would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Coming to the plate now, Sean McKee. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. The 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and the runner back safely. Now the 2-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there. High in the air into shallow left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Jason Lee takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Set now for the bottom of the 11th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Scooter Shannon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And he is going to have extra bases to start it out. And your winning run will be in scoring position. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, Keith Wade. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Big spot here, and stepping in, Joey Barnhart, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here's the first pitch, and a pitch out. Perhaps they thought the squeeze would be on. The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
2 balls and a strike. Possibly winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed win.
Full count, 3-2. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Nick Seymour. Now this is lined into right center. He comes through, and they've come back to win it here in 11 innings.
Well, the way things unfold, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Keith Wade claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 7 runs on 12 hits. 1 error, they left 6 men on base. For the visitors, 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors, they left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.